Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of PowerCore Productions and Podcastings. And in today's video, we're going to be continuing Kill la Kill, The Web of Life. What if Spider-Gwen was in Kill la Kill, Part 3. As always, if you are new to the channel or if you're a regular and like what we have to offer, then please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that bell for post notifications so you can stay up to date on everything that is PowerCore Productions and Podcastings that's to come out now and in the future. Where we last left off with our series, Hobie had a bit of a family reunion as he came face to face with his estranged elder brother, that being Tsumugu, who found himself targeting the three, himself along with Gwen as well as Ryuko, for having the abilities to manifest life fibers, and in Ryuko's face, having the ability to work with a Goku uniform in Senketsu. However, after the clash of brothers and having a bit of a change of heart, Tsumugu has decided to let our heroes go for now, wanting to see for himself if clothing and humans can actually get along with one another. However, things are not all well and peaceful within the walls of Hojin Academy, as Satsuki, along with the other members of the Elite Five, look to make their move. Anyway, let's get into today's video. As always, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Satsuki Kiryuin sat and enjoyed her tea as she discussed the day's events along with her Elite Five. Ira Gamagori, head of the disciplinary committee. Uzu Sanageyama, head of the athletic committee. Nonan Jakazuru, leader of the non-athletic committee. Hoka Inumota, leader of the Information and Strategic Committee. And finally, Olivia Octavius, leader in the Science and Technological Committee. They were going through the rundown of their four primary targets. A group of students who refer to themselves by their band name, and apropos given their status, the transfers. Alright, let's go through them one more time, Hoka would say. First, Ryuko Matoi. She has the codename Spider-Woman. Also, she possesses a Kamui much like our own Satsuki. Next, the one codenamed Ghost Spider, Gwen Stacy. She's from the United States, Nonan would say. Precisely. Following some traumatic events, to say the least, that being the death of her associate and friend, a boy by the name of Peter Parker, her family suffered turmoil shortly following not only the death of her friend, but also in the death of her terminally ill mother. As such, her father, due to his former status in the military, decided to move he and his daughter to Japan for a better life and for better educational opportunity, where he took up joining the Japanese police force. It's also in the line of duty where he and Ryuko's father apparently died in the same incident. I see, Satsuki would say. So is there any real connection between Ryuko and Gwen? Outside of their fathers dying in the same incident, I wouldn't think so. Honestly, you could classify it as nothing more but an anomaly. I see, Satsuki said. So it all makes sense. Ryuko's father was going to die in that incident no matter what. Gwen's father being there has no real bearings. She's just here by association, nothing more. Right. The next subject, the one known as Hobie Brown, although his full name is Hobie Brown Kinasage. He's also the younger brother to the anti-uniform gorilla Tsumugu, the assassin of Goku uniforms. Apparently, when their parents split, Sumugu was taken by their mother, who's of Japanese descent, and they settled back here in Japan, while Hobie stayed with their father in the UK. Although following the death of the father, he seems to have made his way here to Japan, most likely due to the connections with his mother and with the Japanese lineage that he has within him. You could say that he's also an anomaly. Through this chance encounter, he also came to meet with the likes of Ryuko and Gwen, and they came together as transfers. Well, Ira would say, he certainly is an annoyance. He comes after Lady Satsuki every chance he gets. He is a bold one. And what about the last girl? Ah, yes. She's actually been a student here for a while now. Her name is Mako. Mako Mankanshok. From what I've been able to gather, she isn't anything all that special. Although she has been seen talking to a spider, so we just classify her as girl with spider, apparently. And what of their powers and abilities? Well, from what we've been able to gather, all four of them were bitten by a spider that had been ingesting life fiber somehow. The mixture of spider poison and life fiber forming some irradiated power that injected into their DNA is made visible by that node in the back of their neck, a swelling bump, if you will, as the insigniating mark. It gives all four of them the enhanced power and reflexes of a spider, made increased 100-fold in human form. Although for Mako, she doesn't seem to have gained any boost in her overall stats, although it does say that she registers the same as them. Maybe she's a dud, Uzu would say. Yeah, Nono would say. Girl never really had much talent. Maybe. After all, for every gem, there's always bound to be a defect. However, the three other ones are definitely not defects. Each of them have the ability to secrete a web-like substance. It's not just any ordinary webbing. It's webbing mixed in with life fiber. Are you kidding me? Ira would say. Do you mean to say that, theoretically speaking, like a spider can spin as much web as they want, their webbing could work as a form of life fiber? Not entirely, although I would say it's definitely very close to the original life fiber. I'd have to say that the difference between their webs and life fibers is only by around, I'd give 85 to 90%. It's not purely life fiber, like the ones we're able to possess now, but still it's pretty damn close. I'd say if we had enough quantity of it, you could get a lot more out of it compared to using the life fibers we have now, at least to help supplement the cost. And then there's Ryuko. On top of not only being able to spin her own life fiber webbing, she also has a Goku uniform, very similar to our own Lady Satsuki. Rather intriguing. But do you think that the spider power is what gives them the boost that they need? I believe it could be possible. Why would you ask? It's simple. I would like to obtain the power of the spider for myself. That's why I'm having a specially made, genetically engineered spider. How is that coming, Liv? It's coming well, Lady Satsuki. I must say, you really pushed my brain to the rigor. A spider that could be infused with life fiber, and one made biomechanically, and not by some mere happen circumstance like our would-be transfers. That definitely pushed me to the ringer. However, it was all worth it, because now my creation will soon be complete. Once it bites into you, you too will gain the power of a spider, and it'll mix in, giving you life fiber substance along with the power of your own Kamui. When it joins with Junket's, you'll be unstoppable. I always am. But, Lady Satsuki, Iro would ask, are you going to allow everyone to have the power of the spider? Absolutely not. Power cannot just be given to the weak for free. In fact, once this project is over, Liv, you are to destroy all of the research that you have on the spider, understood? Destroy? You want to destroy it? Yes. Is there a problem? No, not at all. I'll do anything you ask. It's just I want to make sure that you're 100% sure with this. After all the time and efforts that it's taken to go through the research for such a thing, if the research is so haphazardly destroyed, we'll keep a backup file then. I'll have it in my personal care and keeping, and should the time ever arise to where we need such information again, it'll be under my discretion that we use it. I see. You are so wise, Lady Satsuki. In the meantime, I believe we need to go through the culling. What was the culling, you might be asking? Well, it all started when our favorite four heroes confronted their rather perverted teacher on a certain matter. After getting some help and some look around, they were able to discover that their teacher, Ikuro, was actually in cahoots with Samugu. Of course, Ryuko wasn't too thrilled about this as she pressed her scissor blade towards its throat, while Gwen was trying desperately to stop her, along with Mako, and, well, Hobie, he was just looking out the window. The clouds, they even take her perfect form. Hey! Ryuko would yell to Hobie. Will you stop daydreaming and help me interrogate this bastard? I think you're doing a pretty good job of it yourself, love. Hey, Ryuko, calm down. It's no need to worry. Worry? You're the one saying that I can trust you, and then you go working with the guy that tried to kill us? And look at what he almost did to Hobie. I mean, he's already losing enough brain cells as it is over that freaking Satsuki bitch. The last thing we need is him getting destroyed by his older brother. Someone that you've been seen with. So tell me, what's going on? Either you're going to give me the information, or I'm going to take this scissor blade, go between your legs, and stick it where the... Ryuko, calm down, Gwen would say. I thought you'd be just as upset as me. I mean, come on. This is the chance to find out what happened to our dads, remember? Of course. That hasn't escaped my mind at all. As Gwen looked towards the teacher with a menacing gaze. But I don't think threatening him and killing him is going to get the results that we're looking for. Look, you can trust me, kids. I promise. We want the same thing, the defeat of the Kiryuins. Besides, it's time that I revealed you the truth. The truth as to who I've been working with. We are known... He unbuttoned his shirt to show off his chest. Nudist Beach. And just as quickly, everyone was starting to walk out the door. Hey, wait! Whatever. We'll just keep doing what we've been doing. You just stop giving us the runaround, Ryuko would say, as she gave him the middle finger before walking out, Hobie joining them as he grabbed a quick soda from the fridge. That was my last Coke. Yeah, should probably get some more. You know, you keep messing with her like that, she's gonna follow through on that promise. It ain't gonna be pretty. Yeah, I can imagine. In the meantime, the fighting and the dangers only grew more and more, as everyone with the club was seeking to try to go after our four spider heroes. Everyone from the tightrope walking club to the sewing needles club to the knife throwing club to clubs that honestly didn't even make any sense. Everyone was coming after the four of them at every which turn. As they all stopped to enjoy their lunch, they couldn't help but get a bit annoyed when, out of nowhere, the ant farming club? Yep, the ant farming club. Okay, whose turn is it? Alright, Hobie got up. This won't take long. After dealing with the ant farming club, Hobie would join back with the others once more, as they ate on the whatever in them croquettes that Mako's mom always made. These croquettes are really good today. What's in them? I don't know. Mama puts a lot of stuff in them. All I know is they sure do taste good. You know, there's something I've been wondering, Hobie would ask. What's that? We all got powers, but Mako didn't. You know, I've been thinking the same thing. I got bit by those spiders just like all of you. I have that little node thinking on my back, but how come I just can't... Did she just fall asleep? Well, I'm gonna go to work. I'll see ya. Wait, where's she going? Is she sleepwalking? The group would follow Mako as she continued to sleepwalk, with them not being sure where she was going or what she'd be up to. She left the school grounds as she made her way through the slums before arriving in some weird alleyway where there was a garage far off in the distance. They followed her for a long while. I mean, they were skipping class, but honestly, who even cared at this point? As they followed her into the garage, they saw the sleeping Mako as she started working. There was some large contraption hidden under some tarp. As Mako started working with a wrench and a screwdriver along with a lot of other dangerous tools, they finally snapped her out of it to wake her up. Hey Mako, what's going on here? Huh? Oh, hey guys. What are we doing here? What are you doing here? Gwen would ask. You just fell asleep after stuffing yourself full of lunch, and then you just came all the way out here to the sticks. And what are you building? Huh, I thought this was a dream. A dream? Hobie would ask. Yeah, I've been having this weird dream where every night I walk out of the house, I come here and I start working and building on something, but I have no idea what it is. Well, let's see, Ryuko asked, as she pulled off the tarp. It was a red and blue robot with the initials SP//DR. Splitter? We could call it... I got it, Hobie would say. How about we call it Mako Spider? Mako Spider? I mean, seems cool enough, and it's kind of on the nose. The Mako Spider! Yeah, this is it. This is what I've been doing, apparently. I have no idea why. Wait, so you mean to say that you've actually been sleepwalking, and you've been coming over here to build a robot? Wait a second. Gwen would then reach into her bag. Here, do this. Homework? I can't really... Quick, someone, put her to sleep. Wait, how do we do that? How do we... Well, to come up with a quick idea, Ryuko decided to smash the dull end of her blade on Mako's head, knocking the girl clean out. What was that for? I mean, we had to knock her out. I mean, she's like us, so she can take it. Quick, put a pencil in her hand. You carry the 4, you draw the 2, and you do this. Oh, you guys finally figured it out. Whoopee. Wait, you can talk to us? Well, it's not me, technically. The Mako you're referring to is dumb Mako. She's a hassle, a real handful. Wait a second. Hobie would throw a punch. The sleeping Mako would avoid it easily before flipping him over as he landed on his feet. Your senses, your reflexes. My powers only work when I'm sleeping. I have a subconscious. I can only be active when Mako's asleep. Man, I usually have more time, but Mama's croquettes were so good. She fell right out. And that was awesome. Now I get more time to work on Mako Spider. Yeah. So there are two Makos. Awake Mako and sleeping Mako. Awake Mako is cool, but she's kind of a dummy. When I got bit by the spider, it made me super smart. But I can only use my brain when I'm asleep. You know, now you think about it, whenever she was asleep in class, her grades did improve a lot. So it was you. So, are you Mako or are you someone else? I'm Mako. I'm just a part of Mako's brain that's super smart. But I can't really do much when she's awake. So, I have to make do when she's asleep. And when she's awake, the smart Mako is, that's when I'm asleep. So, if it's all the same to you, could you wake her up? Wait, so one last thing. Why are you building this? I just wanted to. I want to fight with you guys. Although the problem is that when I'm asleep, my skills are cool, but I'm not fully conscious. But when Mako's awake, she's not that smart. So I built this so that we could all fight together. I don't want to leave you guys behind. Oh, come on. You know we wouldn't think that. But hey, we can take this thing out for a test drive. It's shaped like a ball. The arms and legs retract, and Mako can ride inside of it, like a giant hamster wheel. Okay, I'm going to bed now. Nighty-night. Huh? Hey, what happened? What's going on here? Why are we all here? Ooh, a robot. Well, after some long explanations, Mako would now realize that there was a part of her that was super smart, only when she was asleep. But she got a cool robot out of it, and she decided to take it for a test drive. This thing is so much fun! It's way better than a Goku uniform. Well, now that she has that, what exactly are we going to do now? Simple. We now have help on deck. We're going to kick every club's ass in this school. And once we get all the way to the top, we're going to make Satsuki tell us everything she knows. With that, the four would continue to fight their way through the school, almost as if by design. You see, Lady Satsuki had been expecting this. You don't want to just give out Goku forms to anyone, to those who are unworthy. As such, the day came when Lady Satsuki would make her announcement in what she would call the natural election. Hear me, students of Hojin Academy. It is only right that those who are truly strong and those who are truly powerful will be able to stand above the weak. Are you really going to just sit around and allow your lives to be dictated by those who are inferior to you? That's why, for the natural election, it will no longer be about casting lots to a select few, but take your future into your own hands. For the next 7 days, every part of the academy, all of the city, is gonna be an all-out war, a battle royale. The 5 students left standing will join together, and they will face against my Elite 5. And if that team is the victor, I will grant each member of the winning team 2 choices. You can get a standard edition Goku uniform, or I will grant you any wish you desire. Hobie looked at everyone excited. Wait, what did she just say? Hold on, wait, Satsuki, baby, wait, me over here, me, call me, please, please. Will you shut up? Iro would say. Do you not have any dignity for yourself, man? I mean, seriously. You just grovel at her feet every chance you get. The groveling, it's warranted. After all, you are a maggot. But still, you act like you actually have a... That's enough. You may speak, Hobie. So, if I'm on this winning team, right? I get any wish I want. Anything? Anything your heart's desires. Oh, doggy, let's go. All right, I know exactly what I want. You and me. You're going out on a date with a real one. You make it all the way and you win, I'll give you a steak and lobster dinner. And then you and I, we can stay together all night. All night. You know, a lot can happen in the night. If you think you got the stamina for it, Spider-Boy. Oh, hell yeah. All right, girls, listen up. I don't care what... You know what? Scratch that. Hobie then ran up to the school walls as he plugged in a microphone into the large ox. Okay, everyone in Hojin Academy, listen up. I have a chance. No, I have a dream that I am going to get with Lady Satsuki. But in order for me to get that dream, I'm gonna have to beat every last single one of you. It's nothing personal. It's just business. And it's very personal. Like, seriously. I'm gonna whoop every last single one of you's asses. Let's go! The school turned into an absolute uproar. Hobie jumping and diving in headfirst as everyone started fighting and fending for their lives. Satsuki would stay hidden behind her barrier as the members of the Elite Five watched on. What does that idiot think he's doing? Gwen would say. He just riled up the whole school, Ryuko would say. Well, I'm with him. Let's go! Mako, don't! Mako transformed the spider Mako into its combat state and joined in the action. I guess we don't have a choice, Gwen. Let's do this. Sinkets, let's go. And with that, it became a free-for-all. Everyone fighting and fending for their lives. The next 7 days became nothing but pure hell. By the end of the 6th day, just one more remained before the day of the battle would begin. For our heroes, they had pretty much gotten through everyone. They were definitely guaranteed those 4 spots, but there was a problem. They'd be going up against the Elite 5, and they only had 4 members. So, what are we going to do about this? Hobie would say. Well, we've beaten almost everyone else's ass all up and down the school board. There's no one else we can call on. Wait, Mako would say. Ooh, I know someone we can call. He's someone who's friends with my dad, and he actually goes to our school. What? There's someone who goes to our school that we haven't met yet? I mean, he's enrolled, but he does a lot of stuff. He actually owns his own place. Wait, there's a kid that owns his own place? Well, it's like a bar, but I mean, he's not allowed to drink alcohol. Or maybe he is, and he just does it on the low. I have no idea, but we can go meet him. They would follow Mako as she led them through the slums until they eventually arrived to a bar called Hell's Kitchen. As they made their way inside, Mako would comb through the entire club before finding the back entranceway. However, as she tried to get there, a girl in a red bandana with 2 scythes would quickly hold them to her throat. I warned you about coming here unannounced, Mako. Huh? Hi, Electra. How you doing? What do you want? I need to speak with him. It's an emergency. You know, I don't like you causing trouble for our master. It's alright, Electra. It's always good to see an old friend. Guys, I want you to meet the owner of this establishment. I can introduce myself. The young man stood, dressed in a red suit, his hair a fiery orangey red itself, as he wore dark shades slicking his hair back. He walked with what appeared to be a cane, like he was blind, but still, he looked as if he were in command of everything as he approached them all and extended his hand. The name's Murdoch. Matthew Murdoch. So nice to finally meet the infamous transfers. You guys should really come and play a number here. The people enjoy good music. Yeah. Who are you exactly? Well, I'm a man of many talents and a man of many names. Some call me the Kingpin of Japan. Others call me the Beast. But I prefer the moniker, he's called the Daredevil. Ow! Ow! What did I tell you about stealing my thunder, Mako? Did not do it. But I know why you're here. You're looking for a fifth member to help you out in that fight with the Elite Five, aren't you? Wait, you already know? Well, duh, I'm blind, I'm not deaf. Wait, so you are blind? Ryuko was saying. Yeah, but I know disrespect when I hear it. I know you're waving your hand in my face. Sorry. It's just, we didn't... I'm sorry, but how are we supposed to work with a blind man? You're so perceptive, Ryuko. And yet you can't tell? Just take a moment and think about it. After using their senses, they were finally able to tell. That suit he was wearing, it wasn't any ordinary suit. Goku uniform? Try a little harder. A Kamui? You're wearing a Kamui suit? Mm-hmm. It's known as Prime Kets, or as we call it, it's known as the Beast of the Kamui. The Beast of the Kamui? It provides tremendous power and boost in stats. However, one of the 5 senses must be sacrificed in order to use its power to the fullest. You know, sight, taste, sound, touch. You sacrificed your sight? Well, I didn't really have a choice. Long story short, when I found this thing, I was on the verge of going blind. I had 2 choices. I could either have my sight restored, or I could forfeit my sight for power. He took off his glasses to reveal that his eyes were sewn shut. In exchange for this, I've gained something far more extraordinary. There are things I haven't even fully experienced with this suit yet, and yet I can't wait to find out. But still, why should I work with you? I mean, you can finally get to take over the school the way you always wanted to, and you can finally stick it to Lady Satsuki. I actually owe her a huge debt. She got rid of the competition, and I was finally able to take over. But I thought you were a reputable guy. What club are you even a part of? I'm a part of the Law and Order Club. I'm working to be a lawyer. Actually, I do a pretty good job of it now. I make good money defending people of any kind around here. You're a crooked lawyer. Don't I know it? But still, you came all this way to make a deal with the devil, though. So, the least I can do is hear you out. There is something I do want. I heard about that wish thing, and I have my eyes set on something prime. If we can beat Lady Satsuki's team, I can get my hands on it and not have to deal with any repercussions. So, we all agree to that. So you just want a wish. Not just any wish. I want 2 wishes. 2 wishes? I want one of your wishes for my own. If she's really giving us anything we want, then that's a lot of potential. And I know that for most of you, one of you can go without a wish. All of them would then look to Mako. Wait, why do I have to give up my wish? Well, you're the one asking me for the favor, Mako. You can consider that the payment. You pay me by giving me your wish. I get 2 wishes out of this deal. Well, hey, that's the offer. Take it or leave it. Okay, we'll take it. Want to shake on it? Why is he such a creep, Gwen would say. But still, they shook to the agreement. In exchange for his services, he would get Mako's wish, giving him 2 wishes. With that, the 7 days had come to an end. All of the students who had failed had gathered together, the Elite 5 standing on their pillars, and Lady Satsuki standing above them. The school gates would open as 5 figures walked through. Ryuko, Mako, Gwen, Hobie. No way, Uzu would say. What the hell? What are you doing here? Sanagayama, long time no see. Get it? Blind joke on myself. Bastard. I didn't think they'd do something so low. He's the 5th member? So, you are the last 5 standing. Then, you have come to claim your prize? Then beat my Elite 5 and gain what you seek. The Elite 5 all stood together against the 5 remaining students. Uzu would be the first to walk forward as he drew his sword and pointed it directly at Matt. You can fool everyone else, but you can't fool me. I know who you are, traitor. Come on. You're still gonna hold resentment about the past, my friend. I thought you would have learned to gotten over such things. Like hell I am! Look, I don't care who you guys want to battle or who you want to face. But that blind bastard, he's mine. I want him. The others would look to Matt as he sighed. If you come to face me, you will only die again, my friend. Tell me, can you really take that risk? I'd rather suffer death than face the humiliation of turning away from you. Very well then. The first match. Matthew Murdoch versus Uzu Sanagayama. Are you ready? I'm ready, Uzu would say. Matthew would simply smile. Now this is gonna be fun. This concludes Kill la Kill, The Web of Life. What if Spider-Gwen was in Kill la Kill, Part 3. As always, if you enjoyed today's video and everything else that we have to offer, then please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that bell for post notifications so you can stay up to date on everything that is PowerCore Productions and Podcastings that's to come out now and in the future. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video as we continue Spy X Family Project Web. What if Lloyd Forger was Spider-Man Noir? Season 1, Part 3. And also, stay tuned for later on in the evening for today, as we'll be doing another dose of the Daily Double, and you'll be getting another episode here on Power Core Productions and Podcastings. But anyway, that's going to do it for the end of today's video. I'm Javon Harrington, signing off, and I'll see you next time.